So last week there was a leak about this chapter. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I could have read it. I was kind of tempted to read it, but I decided not to. I mean, it's better off just to wait. I mean, people are so impatient nowadays, man. It's like, it's just 2 weeks, man. That's all you have to wait. It's not like you're waiting for a whole month. But other than that, let's get into it. So at the start of the chapter, we see Yoshida and Famine at the cafe. Now, when I first saw this, I'm like, yo, am I reading this shit right? Did I skip a chapter? Like, how did you get from point A to point B? I mean, you gotta show us. You can't just drop this on us. This cost me to like refresh my page multiple times because I didn't think the shit loaded. But anyways, it shows her ordering a whole bunch of shit, about 6 things, and she wants 5 of each. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of crazy. That's too much food. But it makes sense. She's a famine devil, so it's no surprise why she would be that hungry. And I love how Yoshida's like, yo, you gotta chillax, man. You gotta calm down. I'm not made of money here. But she's like, nah, you said it was on the house though. You said that. I could have swore to God. Did you not say that? You said that shit. Then it cuts to Yoshida. I don't know why I found it so funny, but I did, man. It's just hilarious, man. I mean, think about it, bro. Like, every time he brings someone to this cafe shop, right? He ends up spending so much goddamn money because they just be ordering hella food. I mean, look, you just gotta learn not to brain people here anymore. But anyways, he goes on to tell her he knows who she really is and asking her which name she prefers the most. He goes on to tell her with a name that obvious. There's no way in hell she's trying to keep it low key. And she responds by telling him that she doesn't really care if people find out who she really is. And apparently devils are pretty bad with coming in with names. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like 50-50 with that. I don't know. So Yoshida goes on to explain this urban legend called Nostradamus. Apparently this is a prophecy alluding to the destruction of mankind. So basically the apocalypse. I mean, I'm not surprised. When you think about it, the story was pretty much leading towards that direction anyways. So, you know, it's safe to say we're not getting any more romance with Dennis and Ashley anymore. We got a good run. It was fun while it lasted. But it's time now to get serious now, boys. So the public safety caught wind of this, and they took action by basically taking 30 inmates and forcing them to make contract with the Future Devil. I mean, when you think about it, that's kind of fucked up. Cause you know that contract isn't gonna be cheap. The Future Devil isn't cheap, man. That motherfucker living with something. So apparently 23 of those like inmates are gonna die in July 1999. Now, if I was one of those inmates, I'll be shitting bricks. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's tough. I mean, what's the whole point of getting released after the contract if you're just gonna die? I mean, like, I don't know. I'll be scared. So just after hearing this information, Family's like, alright, and? Like, that did not faze her at all. Yoshida's like, alright, look, I know you're up to something. So you can either get along and you can help me out here, or if you're trying to act stupid, I mean, look, you're gonna be dealt with. Simple. Gonna have to give you that treatment. So she thinks about it a little bit, and she tells him that the other 7 died this week. And bro, look at this man Yoshida. Look at his face, bro. This dude's just weird as hell. He's like, alright, bet, we're on the same page. She goes on to talk about how there was a devil that appeared about a few seconds ago in the East District. And you know, we all know which devil she's talking about. She also confirmed that this is a primary fear devil, and the first one to appear that's gonna bring terror to this world. But we know it's a she now. You know, we got that confirmed. We just didn't get a name. So on the next panel, it cuts to this couple chilling in their apartment. And you know, it's pretty simple. They're just talking about their day. This dude just got a new promotion at his job. And you know, he seems pretty happy about it. He's even thinking about buying a car. But you know, the wife is not having it. She's like, nah, you don't need a car. Just take the train. Look, I know where she's coming from, but a used car is a good investment. You don't have to get it from dealership. You don't have to get a new car. Get a used car and you can use that car to take you anywhere. But the dude ends up agreeing with her, basically saying if he gets a car, the insurance would be expensive, which he's not lying, bro. The insurance for my car, oh my God, bro. I have to wait until I'm 25 for that shit to start going down. Like, that shit is so stupid, but I am not going to get into that. And look, it's not funny, but out of nowhere, this is like, hey, you want to die? And she's like, oh, yeah, that dude's so nice. Dude, okay, look, it's not funny. It's just, it's just a left turn out of nowhere, man. I mean, it caught me by surprise. I mean, what can I say? And yeah, they jumped. They fucking jumped. The last word this dude said was a car. Those were his last words. But hey, look at the bright side though. At least they died together. That was a joke, by the way. You know, I was just gonna come out and say it, because God forgive I use dark humor nowadays. So after that messed up scene, we pretty much picked up right where we left off last chapter. where Yor and Asta facing this building with a whole bunch of people falling out of it. Now, the people from the top of the building are definitely going to die from that fall, but the people from the second floor are not going to die from that. And of course, you can make the argument that they're falling head first and that can potentially kill them. But from that height, I kind of find it unlikely. I mean, the worst that can happen is a concussion, or maybe a split skull. That'd be pretty bad too, and I gotta lie to you. Ugh. So this is when Yor ends up taking over Asa's body, and she makes a ruler sword to defend herself. Now, I'm not one to judge, but a ruler sword? A ruler? Like, did you not have a pencil? Or like scissors? Or maybe even a rock? Shit, a rock is stronger than a ruler. I feel like that sword would break after one swing. But right when she's about to start fighting this thing, it starts forming. And we see all the dead bodies start coming together. And at that moment, she's like, oh shit, we down fucked up. She realized that she can't beat this thing. She's outmatched. Now, the way this devil starts forming, it reminds me a lot of the Darkness Devil. I mean, in part 1, we got to see that devil for the first time. And it was also made out of body parts as well. I mean, it low-key has the same design. Low-key, not that much. I mean, I don't know, it could be, or I can be completely wrong. I mean, I don't think it's a death devil yet. I think it's too early. But anyways, we see this I don't even know what to call this. What is this? I mean, it looks like a whole bunch of nothing. But that's when we see this abomination pop out of the dead bodies, and pretty much Yor decides to run. I mean, do you blame her? I mean, look at that thing. Even though it do got some nice titties. Now, them titties are nice. I mean, besides the point, you gotta get out of there, man. Especially if you don't know what this thing is. I mean, you can't take the risk. Yeah, them titties are nice, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, I think Nayuta and Denji gonna pull up next chapter. Or maybe Yoshida might pull up, I don't know. I mean, how far is he from this location? I don't think he's that far. And we still don't know what devil this is exactly. Like, it was hinted that it's death, but we don't know yet. It's not 100% confirmed. It's hinted, but it's not confirmed. I still think it's a Darkness Devil, especially after Famine mentioned that this is the first devil that's going to appear. Like, to me, that sounds like this is like the one that's going to bring about the Death Devil, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We have to find out. Anyways, other than that, I'll see you guys later. Yo, she has the same pose for every panel. I mean, this shit hurts my neck just looking at it.